Okay. Oh, wow. I changed it. Okay.
That was
We're recording.
Okay. Hi. I have a
Hi.
fake background. I'm not a ghost. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to share a full gallery that Cayla and I photographed together. Cayla was the main shooter on the wedding, and I second shot for her.
Yeah, we are, we're just going to be going through kind of the whole gallery so you can see what a gallery looks like start to finish, and you can see like what a main shooter does and then what a second shooter does, or ideally you should be able to do well during your normal wedding day.
Yay, yay. Okay, so we're going to start off with a couple that Cayla and I photographed last month, right before the quarantine.
Yeah. Yes, we're recording this in April of 2020,
All right.
which is right in the middle of right in the middle of COVID-19. So we're all stuck in our houses.
All right, so you want to go ahead and share?
Yeah. Let me pull up their gallery real quick. All right. All right, so this is the opening of their gallery. I use Pic-Time. I used Pixieset for a long time as well. They're both really good gallery services. And we'll just scroll down. Should we just start with details?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when you photographed this, I love these photos, but I was like to the left of this and you guys were like there for so long.
I know. I was trying to I was standing on chairs and then like hanging this up and then laying on the floor to get these like shoes and like
Oh my gosh, I didn't see those shoes photos before. Those are beautiful.
Yeah, and then this was actually, the dress was too high. So on the shoe photos, Dave is actually holding the dress where it's just sweeping the ground.
Oh, okay.
Like, all the behind the scenes. And then we did the flat lays. And so while I was doing these flat lays, which I always take forever on,
Mm-hmm.
Tammy was doing all of the guys' flat lays. So just getting all of these details. And then she was doing these of like the groom's shoes.
I love how we always have like kind of the same mindset where we do it separately but different. Like I like how the difference, like yours is so bright for the brides and then mine's darker for the groom.
Yeah, I love how you're always really good at finding like kind of a masculine backdrop and like like more edgy lighting, and so it goes really well with the guys' details.
I loved his shoes, so I felt like with those, because they're so swanky, you like needed to have that more dramatic lighting to get that highlight on it.
Yes, I love them. And I love how that floor came through. It was a really good floor for this.
It was a great way to go, milestone.
And then, so Tammy did all of these detail shots while I was in the bridal suite. So she's like out here seeing all of this.
And then this is the first time I'm seeing these photos since I didn't edit anything. Kayla did. And so now I'm like looking at, I'm like, oh, these are mine.
Yes, yes. Even these bouquet shots, I was doing these bridal party photos, and then she was paying attention to these details and getting these like bouquet close-up shots that I wasn't didn't have like the brain capacity to think about. So those are like perfect.
Well, we were in such a crunch time when we were doing those. So
yeah, they did the first look, and so we were doing all of the bridal party and everything pre-ceremony, and
that's why sometimes it's like I mean, I obviously lead shoot a lot too, so it's hard to sometimes switch over into the second shooter mindset when you're taking the bridesmaids photos and I'm like, oh, we have such a short amount of time to do them. Like, I want those too, but then I'm like, no, that's not my job. I'm here to get like your alternate angles.
I know it's hard even when I'll second shoot for you sometimes, like with Louie and Jake, which was a recent one that we did. I didn't get to go with you for the couples because I needed to get those reception details. Yeah. And it was the same thing. We had like only a little bit of time. It got dark really fast.
Yeah, I'm so thankful you got those reception details because like for this, like I got your reception details and like without that.
Yes.
So I actually can't see this. It's really fuzzy. I don't know if it looks like
that. Yeah. No, I was thinking the same thing. It's not. Let me refresh it real quick. Aha, there we go. Okay.
Yay. Okay, cool.
Woo! All right, so we were back. I know. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So back to the details. Getting these super wide shots before everyone was there was really nice too.
I know. Oh my God. So I was doing those and there's probably one photo you can see the little flower girls. They kept sprinting back and forth.
Oh, yes. I saw one of them. I think they're in the very corner over here, but there was one where they were like shooting down the middle.
Yeah, I was like, girl, and then I think one of their dads like scolded them because I was just standing there like waiting for the perfect time.
Even during the first dance, there was just one of them that was just like running up and down the whole time.
They're so cute. I mean, they were adorable.
They were really good.
I loved those. If you scroll up a little bit, those like it says, yeah, that one.
I
That
know.
game.
And I wanted to look at them and I completely forgot about them after.
I know. Honestly, I was going around doing the details and I was like, I'm just gonna grab a photo of it and then I'll look at the photo later. Like I didn't even see what it said.
I should have grabbed one. I didn't even think. They had a memorial section, cake.
A cake table was pretty, but it's really hard. Like, I guess I didn't, there's no, I guess you can kind of see it. It was right up against the window. So it was so backlit and I couldn't like.
Yeah, I know. And everything on the floor and the actual table itself is pretty brown. So it's kind of like.
Right. And there was like all other tables right surrounding it. So it was hard to get any good, like, clear shot of it.
Yeah. Those came out. Oh. And I'm glad you got the detail of the topper.
Mm-hmm. Although it doesn't look clear on my screen, but I'm sure it's clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it came through. And then so usually we're split for getting ready. So Tammy was with the guys the whole time and I was with the girls. I don't know. So I did most of these in black and white, and it was a combination of the fact that the room is just distracting, like it always is. And also I was like, yeah, but I was also in like a black and white mood when I was going through these.
So for this, I was actually out in the reception area doing the detail photos that we passed by, like of the shoes, and I saw one of the bridesmaids brought him a gift, and I was like, I wonder if they're gonna wait for me to open it, and so I ran in there to go to the. He had already opened the watch, and I was like, no! So like this one right here was like I think the first one I took, and he was already looking at it, and so I didn't get his reaction, but I was like, dang.
I would have never known. Like it looked like he was just opening it, and even her dad is kind of in the background. Like it looks like it's a surprise.
Right, but I actually, it's okay because it doesn't need to be like totally staged, right? Like, and he obviously didn't care to get the photos if he just opened it without me, right? So
yeah, and they don't look like super staged. They still look candid, and I like that he's like putting it on, and it looks like he's kind of like trying it on for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then we moved out here, and so we had a full team. So there were Dave and Matthew were our two videographers. So they were all surrounding the groom right now. So they were all like kind of trying to find space and finding their different angles. But I really like these like backlit against the window wide shots.
Yeah, it's definitely further than I usually am, but it worked.
I liked them. These look good. I like the dramatic light against the window.
Mm-hmm.
And then these of just like during his interview time for the video, just kind of like candid him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was really cute of her dad, like helping him with the cufflink or something.
Yeah, it was adorable. So he actually couldn't wear the cufflinks because you know how some shirts have the two holes and some just have one with the button?
Yeah.
So he had just the one with the button. And so he actually ended up not using cufflinks, but his dad was showing him like, yeah.
That's cute. I love it. I love that you just like saw that. And then meanwhile, I was over here in the bridal suite.
Oh my God, her little pouty face.
I know. Girls getting ready.
Oh, Lisette is just so cheerful. She was such a happy, like.
Oh, I know. She has the most positive energy, and she just like never says anything negative. She's always just like super nice, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. I love how the makeup artist is like wearing such a cool hat. Like they show up and they're always just so like glammed out. I'm like, you are. You should be a life coach.
I know. Like I love like look at like, and that so cute. A life coach. And then these Tammy got. So she's always really good at getting the flower girls, which I love. Oh my God. They don't even look real.
I remember I had just taken this photo, and then you came down the stairs and you went to take it, and I was like, "Don't worry, I got it."
Yeah, she's like, got it. It's fine. I got it. It's
You were like, "They're set up so perfectly."
And then back to the bridal suite, all the PJ shots, and then getting mom in the dress.
That bridal suite was so perfect. Like the brightness and the white light and the white walls. I mean, ugh.
I know. That's such a good corner back there by that window, and back there by the mirror, and the light is hitting it.
Yeah, you would have no idea that there was a bathroom right off to the left of the frame.
No. Which people are like constantly coming in and out of, and you're like, right. Okay, you stay out of the shot.
Oh, these are sweet.
Yes. I mixed a lot of I did more black and white, I feel like, in this gallery than I normally do. But
sorry to cut you off.
Okay.
I love this dramatic lighting one with her bridesmaids.
I know. Those were such a cool spot, and that's just right by that window in the bridal suite. Yes. And I think we just turned off all the lights, and it was just the window light. And then these are from later in the day, but I put them up here because I kind of like arranged the gallery to try to like tell the story.
Mm-hmm. And so like just like her bridals all together.
Yeah. That way they weren't mixed in with the couple shots, which is when we actually did them.
Mm-hmm.
And this was kind of like both of us shooting. So like Lisette was looking back at me here, and then Tammy was shooting from this side. And so it looks a little more like candid laughing. It's really cute.
It's so funny that so I tend to do the same thing where I put my photos in color and I put my second shooters in black and white, and you did the same thing. But I
wonder why.
Is it because were you using your 850 for these, and I was using my 750, and so the colors are a little different?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I usually do black and white because I'm like, it doesn't look cohesive. I'm just gonna make this. Yeah.
I think so too. I like to make a lot of like candid stuff look black and white too. Mm. I liked the shot of you that you got when she's like barely out of the door.
Yeah, we did a really good team with this, I think.
Yes. Brian's first look.
And then for that one where I went up the stairs, I felt so bad because like as a second shooter, I like to just kind of be passive. But for this one, I was like, you guys move out of the way. I need to get this photo.
I really like it. That vantage point is so unique in that specific venue. Yeah. It's like you have to take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. I love how Big Matthew was smiling in the background with the
I know. At first I was like, oh man, he's in the background. But then I was like, but he looks so happy that it's fine. Like,
right.
And this is her coming. I don't know who took this shot, but she's about to come out to her dad.
That was sweet. I didn't take that.
Okay, so dad's first look. This is when you were trying to get some behind the scenes shots and I kept ducking out of the way, thinking that I was in your shot.
I'm like, don't worry about me. I'm trying to get you.
Yeah. I get so nitpicky. Now I'm like, these are slightly cooler than these. Do I need to go like update?
I know, but you can tell it's like a different camera. Like I think I was on my 35 and you were on your 85.
Yeah. They're cute. And then you got these like over here of her mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's difficult though because they were in such a cute moment and I went to go get it candidly and they see me and they like move and I'm like, no, like.
Yeah, like I need you to stay there. I'm trying to shoot you right now. And then we're going. So I put all the first looks together, which we pretty much, I guess we did do them together. We did them right after the other. Mm-hmm. But I usually don't make like first looks a category, but I went ahead and made these a whole category in the gallery. I feel like these look pretty cohesive because these are two different cameras and I don't think you can tell.
Right. Yeah, I think they look pretty good.
Yeah.
I remember, look at her veil.
I know, the wind was behind her and just like, and that was a good call, like before they read their vows, you were like, you guys should switch places.
Yeah, I'm so glad. But then that's again where I'm like, I don't want to say anything, but it'll make the photo so much better.
Yeah, no, it was a good call. And then like I'm so focused on like I have to get their reactions that I'm not even like thinking. And so
Mm-hmm.
you're able to kind of like think like, okay, this needs to be switched.
Yeah,
What
their vows were so
else?
cute. They were just so like true to themselves the whole time, and they were so emotional and vulnerable without caring about us being there, which was perfect.
Yes, they were really good. I love this one that you got like so you can see the vow book and then she's like wiping away a tear
Mm-hmm.
and he's reading them. That's really cute. And I like that we sent them these vow books in like their welcome package. And I like that they used them.
It's so sweet. I mean, and they make the detail photos really nice.
I know. I'll always send like ring dishes or something. I never think to tell them to bring, I should tell them to bring those too. Because even
Mm.
then we could use that for.
Mm-hmm. Like Caitlin, I mean, I didn't give it to Caitlin and Caden, but they used it.
Yeah.
We should do that one too.
Yes. Oh, that would be a fun one to do. We should do that one. Because they were also really expressive and like have a really
Adorable.
fun gallery. Yeah.
Oh, look at her. So sweet.
Oh,
So they're seeing
so
this
cute.
today, right?
Yeah, they'll see this today for the first time in like a couple of hours. I'm excited. They'll see their video and then the gallery.
Okay, so I took these, and then I remember you gave me a list of photos that you wanted, which I loved because I liked being creative, but I love being able to capture your vision too. So
Yes.
for this cheersing photo, they loved this. I don't know if I told you that,
I'm
but
good.
I was like, okay, guys, like they were already drinking and having a great time. So I was like, you're all gonna
Yeah.
cheers, and they were like, great. And I was like, but I'm gonna lay on the floor underneath you, and they were like, I'm sorry, what? I was like, if you drop any water, I mean, any beer on me, I will cut you.
I'm glad they had fun with it.
Yeah.
I figured they would be a good cheers crowd.
Hmm. Yeah. And this was a little, there was a lot of guys. So this photo is a little interesting to replicate, but.
It was good though, and then I like when they started just kind of
Hmm.
they started laughing, and it was just like really cute. His best man was so cute.
So sweet.
Like,
Yeah.
oh,
And he was so nice because, so he had like groomsmen and ushers, but he included the ushers as if they were groomsmen. And he was like, no, they're going to be in the photos.
I love that.
Hmm.
Oh, that's cute too. I just like a moment.
Hmm.
I always love this like these kind of like power shots that you do.
Hmm. Hmm.
They're cool. I don't know this is what he was doing. He was like turned around the whole time.
I didn't notice.
I was like, what is he doing?
Oh my God.
But it's funny. I always love the tackle shots. I feel like
Hmm.
that goes well for like every group of guys, no matter how
Yep.
silly or formal they are. They
Yeah.
all love it.
Yeah. And I let Matthew, the videographer, get the main shot for that.
Center.
So that's why I'm kind of to the side.
I like it though. It looks like they just did it on their own. Like,
That's true.
and then like we were talking about these briefly
Yesterday.
before that. Like, I was like, I love how these look just like they're just literally hanging out. Like,
And they were.
and they were, and yeah, you were just shooting, and it looks so.
Right.
They're
It's
so
so funny
natural.
though, because I was like, all right, guys, like, let's go over to the grass over here. And they instantly got into a line.
Oh, they're like, we're ready. We know
Yeah.
how to do this.
I'm like, do you guys normally just hang out in a line together?
Yeah. I love that he jumped into their like
Hmm.
friend,
Hmm. Yeah.
and then we did all the individuals.
Yeah. My cropping for that was a little interesting, but
I don't remember if I cropped. I think I cropped in on them.
oh, I don't know. I
Maybe
remember
not.
telling you, I was like, I cut them all at their knees.
Oh, that's why. But
And I
but
usually
it
don't
looks
try
really
to.
good.
Yeah. Oh.
I like that he ran in to hug him. That was cute.
Yeah, because I was like, do you want to do any silly photos or do you only want to do smiling? And he only wanted to do smiling, but then it turned out like with a lot of them, they kind of had personality.
They just jumped in and like. So then we did. I think I actually need to move this photo down a little bit, but we did the bridesmaids.
You did a really good job communicating with them here.
Oh, thank you. I never know if I'm. I always try to do good, but I'm like I just laugh, just like.
No, and it was good because you kept reading the light and you kept tweaking them. You weren't just
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's the only thing when there's such a big group and the light moves. I'm like, okay, I need everyone to shift over. And sometimes I'm like, oh my God, they're going to hate me after shifting them like 5 times. But they were really good about it. And they were like, we want the best photos. We don't care. We'll keep shifting in this like circle following the sun.
Right.
I think this is cute.
That is really adorable. She looks so happy. I forgot that they literally were like blocking her because
yes, people were already coming in for the ceremony. And so it was like walking the president back to her suite.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And then we did the individuals. I do the same thing. I'll tell them to do like a formal and then like do something cute or silly that's for them.
Oh, the bridesmaids so cute. I mean,
I
sorry,
know.
flower girl.
This is like such an angelic like
Right.
photo of them. And then we did their big group shots. And I like that while I was like at the front doing the big group shots, you were getting like the girls and then like the guys and the kids.
Right. That was so cute. You had them all shut their eyes.
I know. And sometimes I'll try to do that and kids are so all over the place that they don't like do it, but they like listened so well. It came out so cute. And then I like that she's the only one who ever like peeked.
I know. I like that. I like saw it happening. I'm like, yes.
Next. All right, so then we did all the family formals. So these are actually post-ceremony, but I went ahead and just kind of put all the portraits together. So everything, so the energy was the same. And then when we go later into the gallery, the energy like gets more like high.
Look at that dog.
I know.
So
Logan. He was so good too. Like their whole just like group of people and canines were like so good.
You were right. You do have a lot of photos, but they have a lot of people and so it makes sense that you're delivering so many.
Yeah, there's a ton, but like I feel like they're not redundant. They're all different for the most part. And we're moving into ceremony, so some crowd shots. Getting Daniel coming down.
This light was weird too. I remember I kept having to change the settings because like at the end they were so bright and then towards the front they were so dark.
I know. And I was trying to like make sure the highlights weren't too blown out, but then like some of them feel darker, like and so like it was just a harsh light situation.
I know, it's always hard editing being like, okay, well clearly there's clouds and the lighting is going to change, so should I just keep it how it actually looked or should I make them like so
Yeah, and there were some people that like came down that did have like clouds over them and they were like nice and even, and then like the next shot of them is like
super
split
harsh.
and,
Yeah.
like, and then the star of the show coming down, he was really good too.
My favorite photo.
I know, the one of their thumbs up.
Yeah.
I know. I like this moment where she like took a breath before.
Yes. Oh my gosh. When she went up and she was crying and just like turned around to her guests and said that she needed a moment and like just to soak it in. That was so sweet.
It was so sweet. I'm like, even for that moment, yes, she turned around and she's like, I just want to take it all in.
Yeah. I think I was standing like right in front of her mom too. So she was like, I thought she was staring at me and I was like, no, like what? So I had to back up.
Oh, and then her mom, yes.
And her dad. He can see
I know.
lipstick on his cheek too. I love it.
Oh, does he? I think he does. Yeah, he does, maybe. That's cute. Candidates of Logan. For that reason, like even just that reason alone, I'm glad they got the video too, because then in the video you can hear her be like, I just want to take it in. And, like, it's so cool to have both. And then we're just getting married.
I was trying to be a little creeper shot right there, like behind all of the plants.
Yes, I like that you always that you do that too. You're like able to kind of wander and
Yeah, it's so good because, like, yeah, you're like you don't want to miss anything, and have more
yeah,
liberty to venture around.
yeah, and then getting like their reactions to you.
Hmm. Always scouting to see who's crying.
Yes, find all the tears. Rings and then first kiss. So usually when we do first kiss, one of us is wide and one of us is close. So like
Hmm.
you were on, I think you're 35 on these wider verticals and
Hmm.
horizontal, and then I was on 70 to 200.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot you used that lens for a lot of the ceremony. I mean, a lot of the day.
Yeah, I think I did.
I
Yeah,
love
normally.
those. My favorite photos are like when they walk back down the aisle.
I know. And they were so like expressive. They like looked at everybody. And there's one that you got because it's kind of, which one is it? To the side, and they're just kind of laughing. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but it looks really cute.
Oh, these, because yeah, okay. So then we always forget to talk about this, but after they walk back down the aisle, I'm like, okay, do you want to stay and get like the bridesmaids coming, or do you want to follow the couple?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, I know. We always forget, but then like luckily we're so used to like
Right,
watching each other that like you'll see what I'm doing or I'll see what you're doing and just do the opposite.
right. I was like, are you staying? Should I follow them? And I'm so happy because they were so cute.
I know. They like took a minute and
Right.
hugged. Ah.
Yeah, and then it kind of caused like a backup because all these people were coming obviously to leave, and so then
Yeah.
they were all kind of like surrounding them, being like, ah!
Yeah, I know. There was this one cute moment where one of the groomsmen, after he came down the aisle, he like took a hard left and went and gave his daughter a kiss. I was like, that was
Oh,
cute.
love it. I love when people like break free from what they think they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, yeah. And then this moment, like right after they're married, I love her relationship. Like I guess they've all been friends since like high school because she has such a good relationship with the groomsmen too. Like they were all
Hmm.
equally as excited. And I like these candids where the donkey was eating her flowers.
Yeah. I know. I loved that because I knew that it was gonna happen, and then she kept running in there, and I was like, "Lady, stay out.
It's gonna
Let her
happen
eat
no matter
let the
what.
flowers be eaten." Yeah.
We've got the shots. Let him go.
Hopefully, Beers Dears doesn't hear this.
Oh, I know.
I love these. I love how you had ideas in your head, and it was like clear that you wanted to execute them. And she just totally trusted you with everything. She was so patient.
Yeah, she was so, and I like your angle here too. So I'm the one here kind of shooting slightly through the veil, and then you're over here getting it sweeping to the side, and I like both of them
Good.
so much. I liked this golden light going on back here.
Yeah, that light was good.
And then I think you got these. I didn't. I when they got there,
Hmm.
they had a quick moment there.
Her hair was beautiful.
I know.
I'm so glad she took her veil out
I
eventually.
know. Yeah,
Yes.
just to get those big veil shots of them popping out.
And without her constantly like needing it, like getting pulled out.
Yeah, yeah. These were cute. I liked your wider shots too. I made these black and white since the ceremony's kind of in the back, and this thing I didn't
Hmm.
want it to be distracting,
Hmm.
but I like the emotion in them a lot.
I know. I love it. I feel like that's like your signature pose is the airplane arms.
There, I know. I love it. It's so cute. It's so fun, and they just like to just laugh and then we had some pretty golden light here
Oh,
too.
I love those. I think we were both on our 85 here. And then you turned around, you were like, "You're on your 35, right?" And I was like, "Yes."
I love this one that you took so much. It's
Oh.
so candid and like I love it.
You did a good job capturing who she is. She looks so joyful.
Yes. She's always smiling.
He did a good job too for being a little bit more closed off.
Yeah, like quiet and like reserved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did good. And then, so Tammy would completely cover cocktail hour. So all of these are hers. So like, so you were here while I was doing those family portraits that we saw earlier.
Mm-hmm. And this was a little difficult because everybody kept going inside, and they were like weren't allowed to go inside supposedly, but they were.
Oh.
It was a little odd, but so I was, but when they were all outside, that patio was packed. So I was like trying to do my best to navigate.
I think you and then Matthew on video both did cocktail hour really well because you guys like got such cute like moments, and neither of you were like afraid to kind of like get in there and actually like
get the photos.
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes because you like want candids, but people see you taking photos of them, so you kind of like have to like hide behind people.
Yeah.
And then like for me, I'm always like, okay, like I want my second shooter to get like a crap ton of candids and cocktail hour photos. And so I thought I did, and I went to the family photos to see you, and I looked through my photos, and I was like, oh, I only have like 10 photos. So I had to go back and do
they
more.
all came out really well.
But it's always just so funny. Like I always think I take way more in my mind than I actually do, and then I'm like, no, I need more.
Yeah, to force yourself to do more.
Yeah, force myself to be a just super awkward situation.
Yes, I know. The grips and grins, as like photographers usually call them, are so they're so hard to do, and I don't really know why. But they just
I think it's because like at that point we've developed such a good relationship with the couple and their wedding party, but these guests we've never seen and never spoken to yet.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, we're like ready to party, and then we're like trying to be like, do you want like different people respond to, and you never know how that crowd's gonna respond to you being like, do you guys want a picture together? Because some people are like, yay, and they get excited, and some people are like, leave us alone, and so it's kind of a scary like situation.
I'm obsessed with this photo that you took with this little girl partying in front of the mariachi band.
I think this is yours.
Is it?
Yeah, this is your shot. I thought that too. I was like, it's so cute.
Oh my God. Well, if it was, I had no idea that I took it.
She is living her best life.
Seriously.
I cannot believe I didn't like, I never think to like try the snacks or anything, but I wish I would have tried that because they had the best like Hispanic, like all of my favorite foods, and I should have taken advantage of it and had one. But yeah. I can't decide. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say these worked out well because
yeah,
I remember being not in the right position, but it
no,
turned
these
out
did work out really well.
Yeah.
I can't like. There's a difference in like. I never know if mine looked too dark by comparison because this is like a cleaner light and this is like a bit like dramatic, and so like I can't tell if they look fine together or if mine are too.
Well, I mean, I think it's fine because clearly, I mean, we know it's two different cameras. The angles are so much different.
Yeah.
I don't think that it matters that they're not like extremely cohesive.
Yeah. I like that from your angle, you can see her hiding the beer or what's the tradition? And then like, and I love that this shot, the steam.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool.
Yes. What do they call it? I guess that was a White Claw. Icing, yes. But I guess that was a White Claw, not a Smirnoff. Yes. And then there's this moment where she gives her a high five. That was really cute.
Oh, I love it. Her little personal fan club.
Yes. I love how packed their room was. And you were on the 35 getting these really wide shots. You can just see everybody.
I know at first I was like, dang, like I'm not there to capture their reaction with them. But then I was like, oh, wait, no, this is way more storytelling.
Yes. Oh.
I was obsessed with that ceiling.
It's so pretty. I'm so glad they painted that whole venue white because it used to be orange.
Yeah.
It looks so good now.
And even that, at least with your editing, the chandelier doesn't look like it's like too orange. It looks like it's pretty good light.
Yeah. And then you were up on this like there's this stage back here, and then you were back there getting this like white shot, which I love because I have so many people. It looks so good.
I know. I was worried that you were going to be mad at me, that I was going to be in the background of your shot. But then I see you like went away. So you weren't in mine. You were like, no, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Then once you got up here, I guess this is like the only one. And then I like moved behind the chair a little bit to kind of get out of the way.
Right. We work really well together knowing what we're doing. Like
Yes. Yes. We had like some.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Some mingling.
So much spreading of the fire.
I know. Oh my gosh, I know. Oh. Then we got speeches. I liked your angles here too, like getting them and kind of shooting through them to like her or to the speech giver.
All of her sisters are so pretty too.
I know. They're all so gorgeous. Speeches. We have some tears.
I didn't get guest shots. Sorry. I had till
Oh,
the
it's
very
fine.
end. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there were some mixed in, but I went ahead and just put them all at the end. That way, like,
okay.
I guess for like just eyeball purposes, they all kind of looked together. I need to move this one up to before the speeches.
Yeah, the cake cutting was difficult since before when we were saying like the tables were so congested around the cake table.
Yeah, you can kind of see here. There's like no room to like be around. So I'm like here, like in between the table and the wall, and like, and then you were over here.
Yeah, I was on the complete other side of the table.
The father-daughter dance. Oh, so good. There's a shot that'll come up in a little bit from the mother-son dance where you got a shot of his mom looking over at Lisette and smiling at her, and it was really cute.
Yay. Oh wait, yes. I think I remember which one. I didn't understand what you said, but I get it now.
This one, yes.
Yeah. Oh my
so
god.
Cute.
I wasn't even like, I just was thinking that I wanted her Lisette in the foreground, but then she looked over and I was like, oh my god.
Yes, it was so. Oh my gosh, it's like my favorite. Oh. And then the money dance. I remember you said you liked this shot. I like this shot a lot too. It's like the perfect description of a money dance.
I took that one? No, I don't think so. That's yours.
No, I did this one, but I remember you said you liked it.
Yes, it looks awesome.
The money dance. This kid was so cute.
Yeah, their money dance was really fun because usually it's just one person and one person like just slow dancing. At least that's what I've experienced. This one was so full of life.
Yes. And their families like mixed really well. Like a lot of her family went to dance with him and his family went to dance with her, and it was like really good.
And then it was just straight party.
I know. Then we kind of move into some regular dancing. Her dad was so much fun.
And everybody was out there. They were killing it.
Yes.
Oh, that looks cool. Kind of the black and white one.
Oh yeah, I got it because like the light's only on her taking a picture, and so I wanted it to kind of like focus on them.
And the star beam in the background.
Yes, and that guy looks pretty energetic. I like that came across so well.
And I think I left like right after this conga line.
Yeah, this was like this was the last shot on your card. But I moved your shutter drag pictures a little bit lower as things start to get darker. So it kind of flowed. So those are down here too. Okay.
So did they do the bouquet toss like right after I left?
Yeah, we walked with you and Matthew to your car, or only Matthew?
I think you walked with me, yeah.
Okay, we walked out, and then right as we were walking back to the venue, we heard them announce like all the single ladies, like, and so we had to run back in and grab
Oh
our
gosh.
cameras. I was like, guys, you could like there was like a 3-minute span, and that's more than 2 minutes.
Right.
But like that was like where I don't know, the coordination is usually a little bit like smoother on that. They make sure everyone's ready first.
Yeah, coordination was a little hectic this day.
Yeah, but I'm glad.
It's like for this video, it's like we want to talk about the wedding day, but we can't be too honest.
Yeah, we don't want to be like, oh yeah, this person, like,
like that guy's fine as hell. Oh, those are so fun.
I know. I need to send these to Happy Day Booth. Yeah. And these little candids, you're so good at like these type of things.
He loved his little boy.
Oh, so cute. Oh. And then this is like a classic guys are all kind of drunk now picture.
Right. That belongs. Yeah, that's an ad.
Yeah. And then you did so Tammy was doing the shutter drag, and then I played with editing a little bit and did a little bit like moodier, colorful edits with them, so they could really pop, and like I really liked them.
Yeah, it was a little more difficult to get them than usual, but
they were good though. This is the one that I really liked. That I was trying to, because I love that they're super in focus, but there's just a little bit of movement like going down.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, as the night gets drunker, things gets blurry.
Yeah, exactly. And they did their private first dance, which I changed my lighting on this into just on camera flash because I wanted to be ready for the
sparkler exit.
Yeah, the exit. But it kind of worked out because people were cleaning up in the background and there's like trash. And so I'm glad it was kind of.
That's the hardest part is for the last dance when they're cleaning up the venue. It's like, I understand that you have a time limit, but I also want these photos to be nice.
Yeah, this is like the last like private moment.
So I think that was a good call with the on-camera flash.
Yeah. And then the exit, and then we got the car kiss, which is always fun if we can get it.
Mm-hmm.
That car moment. And then that was it.
That looked amazing.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I think we really killed it.
So you were there for 10 hours, right? I was there for 8.
Yeah.
A long time.
Those 2 extra hours really bulked up the gallery because this is the biggest gallery I've ever delivered. And it was just something about just the 2 extra hours. And like, I mean, they had a big wedding, but also I think having the time to get all of those details and then just everything until the send off, like,
well, that was awesome.
I think we kind of decided to do this because we'd never seen anyone do it before, and we've gotten to work together so much that it was like, okay, we can actually show someone the perspective of like a finished gallery and then what we were both thinking as like a lead shooter and a second shooter. And then I think we're gonna do one where I've second shot for Tammy and she was the lead shooter, so you guys can see that too.
Yes. Yeah, I like it. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop this recording now. So
okay.